Good morning, everybody, and welcome to On the Spot 947, where we sit down, we have a little tete-a-tete with some of the biggest and talented names in the arts, and equally those who are on their artistic journey in the hopes of influencing and changing the world. Now, for some people, you can change the world one deed a day, or one gesture begetting another good gesture, or if you are so musically inclined, how about one song at a time? Now, our musical guest for today is someone who I call and deem OPM royalty.
Ngayon lang sandali nasaan yung fascinator ko? Meron akong
We all know and love her, and if you belong to the generation that has yet to discover her music, or you're not aware that she is the artist behind some much beloved OPM hits like Tell Me, Million Miles Away, Over and Over, Points of View with Concert Queen, Pops Fernandez, Memories, and so much more. The list goes on. We will run out of time if we keep that list running. But it is my pleasure and my honor to welcome the one and only Miss Joey Albert to the show. Yay!
hi, Paz, and hi to everybody. I am so keen actually to be here. This is nostalgic also for me. Thank you so much for accepting to guest me.
Oh, you're always welcome, Miss Joey. Always welcome. I know it's morning for us, but it's evening there.
Yes,
So
it's
good
evening
evening
here
to
in
you.
Vancouver. It is exactly
And it
8:07.
feels so great and so surreal to have you here. I saved this little cuento when we went on live, but did
Aha.
you know that I I still have the vinyls of your very first album, as well as your third album, Expressions, and a cassette of your fourth, which is simply titled Joey, which, if memory serves
The
me
blue
right,
one.
yes, the blue one. If memory serves me right, it has the songs Ikaw Lang Ang Mamahalin, My Favorite Without You, You Threw It All Away, which Martin Rivera also has a version
You know
of.
that. Yes. Galing, you
Uh,
know that.
and also, I used to have, and this will obviously date me now, and there's no turning back, recorded Betamax copies of your appearances on Penthouse Live, your concert Larger, and the follow up to that, Larger Than Life, which were both done at the Ultra.
Life cycle larger than life. Oh my gosh. Okay, now. Siguro you were in high school. Or grade school.
Alam na this.
Saving your baon. No?
True,
Oh,
true.
yeah, oh, yeah, please make digital copy daw and sell it to me.
Ay, sana.
Do you know what? That is the thrill of singers in my generation that maybe the younger singers won't anymore be able to experience. Yung sabihan ka ng, Miss Joey, inipon ko yung baon ko para bilhin yung very first cassette ko sa'yo. You know, that does something to us, you know? And ewan ko kung mararanasan na yun ng new singers. Kasi wala ng cassette, wala ng CD, di ba? But
Yeah.
yeah, it means a lot to us. If people save up their money to buy our CDs, parang,
It's the kind of validation that you didn't know that you needed, I guess, as an artist, and you didn't know that you wanted as a person. No,
yeah, I
that
think the equivalent today would be what? Likes and
yeah,
comments, yeah?
likes and retweets
Yeah.
and number of views,
Yeah,
parang
siguro
ganon.
that's what it is. Kami
Yeah,
noon, CD sales.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And numbers back in the day speak for themselves, so there is no denying
Mhm.
numbers
Tapos kung
talaga.
ilang tao sa do you remember CD signing
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the
Definitely.
malls? In
Yes,
kunyari,
yes.
kunyari daw SM, may CD signing or record signing. Ganun.
Right, right. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
One big table laid out, and
Yeah.
of course, pipilang tao, and they'll get numbers and all
Ang
that.
saya. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm
That's
geeking
what it
out
is.
and fanboying today, but it's not every day that I get to speak with an OPM icon such as you.
Aw,
But
thank you.
when you hear the word icon, what comes to mind? Do you feel odd when you hear that word?
I
Let's say
do. I do.
attributed to you and your work.
I do. I mean, when you speak of icon, it's for me, iconic is Michael Jackson or Lady Diana, and I'm like, I am nowhere near any of those. So I feel a little uncomfortable, and it always makes me wonder what people's expectations are of me. Parang yikes. It's a little scary.
That's actually in a way leading up to my next question, because as an icon, I'm sure you may feel some sort of responsibility to live up to that image, or deliver to that or the promise of what an icon should and can deliver.
I
Parang ganun.
really, I really appreciate that you brought that up because icon, the word responsibility, because there is a very big responsibility for not just being an icon, but being a celebrity or an artist. Either way, um, I don't know how many people really realize the responsibility that comes with fame and
Mhm.
popularity. Um, it's huge. It's really big.
Can
It's
you, from an artist of your caliber, is it something that you consciously think about when you go out, or for sometimes it will just hit you when you least expect it?
You know what? I've learned to embody the sense of responsibility ever since then. Everything I do, I already know that it affects somebody. There's a ripple
Hmm.
effect of everything I do and
Right.
everything I say. And well, also maybe because my mom trained me very well in that sense. Um, I've always been attuned to that sense of responsibility. And sometimes it can be as simple as your demeanor, your attitude, um, your your smile, your decorum, just the way you stand,
Yeah, how you carry yourself,
how you carry
literally.
yourself,
Yeah, yeah,
dignity
yeah, yeah.
and class, your
Right.
sense of duty, your sense of commitment. These are little things, and very difficult to concretize but these are values that you don't realize you copy from other people.
Mm-hmm. True.
So
That's true.
yeah. So
You said your mom trained you well. Can I assume that it's also your mom who introduced you to music earlier on?
um sort of. My mom, they both loved music. They both loved they played the piano. They sang, but not professionally. But yeah, they loved music too.
Mhm.
And no, they didn't encourage me. To be honest, they really didn't. My mom didn't want me to sing in the band. Talaga. In fact, she said, "Okay, 2 years lang, and then you have to get a proper job."
Mag-corporate ka na.
Oo.
Sa
Kaya
ayaw,
kahit
sa
anong gawin
ayaw,
mo,
sa ayaw.
basta huwag ka maging singer kasi hindi yan trabaho. It's not a job.
Uh, and I'm sure that's that debate whether singing is a job or not. That's a debate that will incite a lot of opinions from both sides. But these days, anyone who has been in the arts long enough to rack up a body of work can certainly call themselves, let's say, an icon, or sikat ako. But really, it is the public and the effect that you
That
have.
decides. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
what makes something iconic, that word takes a long time to become.
hindi pa
So
nakakapital yan, yung letter I,
that
hindi pa
also means I'm
nakakapital yan.
old. That also means I'm old.
No. I would rather use the word
Diba?
classic or timeless. Yeah, classic or
Timeless.
timeless. Alin dun sa dalawa.
Uh, but
Those
sige,
would
timeless.
suit
I
well.
like timeless yata
Yeah,
better.
timeless is good
Yes.
because you're not bound by anything, and you're just bound. You're attuned to the now. Yun. If you're timeless, you're attuned to the now.
Yes.
Regardless of what happened before and regardless of what's going to happen tomorrow, you're just bound to the now. And sometimes we
Yes.
forget to live in the now. We worry about tomorrow. We have some hangups about what happened before, but sometimes really It's the now that matters, no? And in the now, we know that you have a new single out. Pero before we get to the new stuff, it's also nice to go back to the ones before because that is what
Yes.
made you who you are today. And likewise, I know it's not Throwback Thursday. Meron bang Throwback Tuesday? But
Tada!
pwede, di ba? But can you, let's
Yes.
say,
Are you gonna
indulge
play
us?
a song? A little
Hmm?
bit? Are you gonna play a little bit of a song? No.
No, just
Bawal?
ano lang, trip down memory lane muna.
Okay.
And can you share with us how you started in the business?
Okay, before I start, I'm sorry, this is what happens when you're home. I just have to unlock the door for
Oh,
someone.
sure, sure.
Okay, 1 minute.
Go ahead, go ahead. All right. I love the painting, the background. That's if that can be a portal to just reach in and then you're there. I have to ask Joey what bridge that is. I don't think that's Capilano Bridge. Thanks for the tip, Malu. So she loves bridges. Okay, now I know. Now I know. So yeah, keep those messages for Miss Joey coming in, and if you have a specific memory that you have for one of her songs, feel free and just comment away on
Hello.
that, and we will just read it. Miss Joey, I was just saying I love the picture of the bridge behind you,
Yes.
and I was wondering. I don't think that's Capilano Bridge, is it?
No, actually, it's. Oh, but you've been here.
Yes,
How
I've
do you
been.
know that around the bridge, ha?
Yes, yes, I
You know what?
have. I have.
Actually, that's just a poster from IKEA.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
talaga?
Go to IKEA, baka you find it.
We do. Finally, we do
You
have
know why I
here.
love that bridge? Because this is what I do. I sing for people and take them to places. My songs bridge people from now to the past, from happiness to sadness, from just I just use my songs to bridge me to people outside of this little room, or bridge as a bridge to help people. Guess who's online? Chad Borja.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was gonna
You
read
know,
that.
I was just gonna say, Chad and I have used this forum to bridge our help to many less fortunate people in Manila. We've done a lot of fundraisers.
Yeah, Chad
On
says hi, Tazana.
Hi, Chad. Chad just had a show in 19 East. He's a very successful show. Congratulations, Chad.
Awesome, awesome. Let me quickly just read through some of the friends of ours who are here
Oh,
with us. Gillian Claire is here
oh,
with us.
Dillian, yes.
Tazana Sin. That's what I guess. That's where the comment from Chad came from. Hi, Irvin Lawrence and Jerry Rufino saying hi to the both of us. Nadi Marshall says hello. Mavic Patab there as well. OPM Royalty, she says, agrees with me. She's watching from Parañaque. Um, there is this one user whose name is Korean, but I cannot read it.
Hi.
nice, nice to see Joey
Annyeong.
again. Heidi Viran says hello and good morning to you. Kawai Ethel.
Hi, Ethel.
All hearts.
Alam mo
Yeah.
yung mga yan? Would you believe?
Um,
At 62 years old, I have millennial fans.
Oh, di ba? Mavic says, walang kupas. Ang ganda pa rin ni Idol, Miss Joey Albert.
Thank you.
And Rose218 is also saying hello.
Hi.
Team Joey Girl or Dear Joey Followers says hello, Ate Rose. And of course, Malu. And ayan, Chad Borja says, yan, umabot na ako sa comment ni Chad.
Wow.
Hi
My
Joey, my BFF. Joey Pass is my BFF. And ayan, may nag-uusap sila dito sa chat natin. So yeah,
I know.
which is great.
Do you know
Yeah.
that's what happened in my Joey's jams? So classmates or mga hindi pa nagkikita for a long time, hoy, kamusta? On the chat, ha? Yung isa nga, nanonood yung ex-boyfriend niya. So,
Ala.
she had to, leave the chat kasi the ex-boyfriend was, ang gulo talaga. It was so funny. Tawa.
Leave the chat. Baka ano naman, baka kailangan mag-mend ng bridges kaya nandun ang ex-boyfriend.
Ayun. O, tama, bridge na naman. O,
Oh,
bridge.
yun. Talaga. Babalik tayo dyan. Babalik tayo
Babalik
dyan.
tayo sa bridge.
Bryn AG,
Well, you're a bridge.
good
You know,
morning.
your radio, you're a bridge also to us.
Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, I never thought of it that way, but yeah, that's a good,
You know,
that's a great metaphor.
You know, there's something I really miss about live radio, the way it was before. I mean, now the young people have playlists.
Yeah.
You know exactly what song's going to come up next. During my time, we're just nakadikit to our transistor radio, and then hindi namin alam kung anong song lalabas next. Tapos nandun yung DJ palagi, magde-dedicate pa. Minsan may crush ka pa sa DJ, di ba? Or something like that. So it was so nice kasi, you know, I grew up with the radio talaga in my ear. That was my transistor radio. It was Periwinkle Blue. I remember. I loved my radio. And that was my companion. At saka yung nagsasalita yung DJ, tapos parang may kausap ka, parang palagi may nagsasalita kasama mo. And then, yung mga dedications, tapos yun nga, yung surprise, yung pag-rinig mo na yung next song, shit naman, di ba? My favorite song. So there's an element of, surprise.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know what, Miss Joey, even if kami, I mean, we are in radio, but we also have friends in other radio stations or even dito rin sa amin.
Yeah.
You know, if we're also tuned in the car, and then if we hear our own names being read back to us by whoever it is on board,
diba?
Ang sarap din ng feeling. So,
diba parang mapapatalon ka, ganyan.
Oo,
diba?
true.
In fact, that happened to me. One of my trips home, I came out with what was the last song I came out with before I left? I forgot. O basta the song played on the radio. So, I was like, Manilo, lakasan mo. And the driver was so nahuli kami ng police. Kasi na-excite ako.
Nabulabog si driver.
That feeling of excitement and the element of surprise, and I don't know, I love radio talaga. Grabe.
And radio loves you back, and that's why we're doing this today.
I know. And that's why my songs are still here. I have to thank every radio station. I climbed every building in Philcomsat in Ortigas. And it's because of them. I think really they played a major part, or you radios. 94.7 lalo na played a major part in immortalizing the songs, mine and the other songs of the 80s. It's there because do you notice that it's the songs of the 80s in OPM na ang tagal na hanggang ngayon nandyan?
Exactly.
It's because of you radio people. It's because you played those songs. It was played over and over, day in, day out. The people of our generation grew up listening to it every day, in the shower, in the car, so kaya yung songs namin ang nandyan. It's
a soundtrack to our lives, and you know,
and who played those soundtracks? You.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You. You and your predecessors.
Yes. Tulong-tulong, maliit ang mundo. Diba? That's what we sometimes forget. Miss Tita K. De Vera is joining us as well today. So good morning.
Tita K is my fan friend since 1982. 40 years na kami fan friends.
Wow.
Umpisa fan, tapos naging friends na. Sobra.
Magandang ganun, that you have, you know, friends who are with you and they will just, you know, they got your back, in short. The kind of friend who got your back. Diba? Ayun.
Parang the older you get, parang
mas nabibigyan mo ng value. Mas nare-reminded ka of the value of friendship.
They get less, but they get more value. But those ones that stay become more valuable.
Yes, nag-appreciate sila every year.
Ay, parang parang ano, parang real estate.
Oo, pwede na rin. Parang real estate. Real na estate, di
Yes.
ba? Real talaga. Yun, especially the real friends. So, ayun, teka, balikan natin yung balikan natin yung question about how you got started in the business. For some people that are not aware, you started with a band first before going solo, di ba?
Definitely. I started with a band called the New Minstrels. I sang for the third generation. That was a long-standing show band. There were 5 generations. Ako the third. First generation of those was sina Louis Reyes, Eugene Villaluz, Ding Mercado. And then there was the second generation that became something special. Ako yung third generation. And I was performing at the El Camarote 6 nights a week, 3 sets a night. Those
Talagang
were the
ano,
days. Sarap ng band.
lagare in a way.
Oh,
Lagare.
hindi pa lagari yun. Naglagari ako later on when I joined Forum Band. Forum, 2 years later, I joined Forum Band. Forum Band played naman at the Alibi Bar. Do you remember the Alibi Bar? The
Alibi Bar, where's
Regent Hotel, which burned down. But it was
that?
Alibi
Yeah.
Bar was where Music and Magic played.
Yeah.
Kami Forum Band. So but I also sang in the Hyatt Calesa Bar.
Yeah.
That one you remember, diba?
Yeah, Calesa Bar.
Mm.
Everyone who's anyone would sing there.
Yes. So, ginagawa ko 6 to 9 na sa Calesa Bar ako. 9 o'clock, takbo ako ng katabi ng Alibi Bar.
Oh my gosh.
With the band.
Oh,
Ganun.
that's super lagare
Ganun
talaga.
lagare. But you know, Kaz, because we loved to sing. It was not the money. We just loved it. We just really loved it. Can you imagine 6 nights a week, 3 sets a night in 1 hour yung each set.
Kaya nga.
We just loved it.
But some of the sets siguro since okay lang naman na hiramin yung set sa kabila, gamitin mo dito sa other side.
No, we practice our repertoire. Talagang we build our repertoire. Pero syempre pag first set, Ronnie Los muna. Francis Rivers. Ganyan, di ba? Instrumental muna. Ganon. Tapos ang na yung singers. It was so fun.
Was it because of what you did and experiences, with the band? Was it easy? Was it an easy transition to go solo?
Probably.
Mhm.
But I think what it taught me the most to do was to be comfortable with people, was to talk to them, and was to really connect with them. Kasi sa banda, nandun yung tao sa harap mo. Ano ba, ang liit ng Camarote, ang liit ng Alibi Bar, ang liit ng Calesa Bar, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Nandun yung tao sa harap mo. So, natututo ka talaga to engage people, and yun, isa pa yung natutunan mo yung discipline, yung kahit na rowdy sila or whatever, basta kanta ka lang. It's every night is a different situation, and then yun, it taught me a lot. With all kinds of people, all kinds.
You've gone through so much and seen that much. Can you say that it was harder then to break into the industry as compared to now, or it's equally as challenging because of other platforms that can be also a diversion or a distraction if you're not focused?
I haven't given it as much thought as maybe I should, but with whatever thought I've given this whole thing with, I think it was easier to find a place for ourselves before. There's just too much competition. There's just too many platforms. I would be really scared if I was starting up now. Not just the online streaming, not just everybody having a YouTube channel and online streaming things, but all these contests on TV, American Idol, The Voice, all these things. There's just a million good singers, and how many of them really, just by numbers lang, the odds, diba? And also because now television had changed in the Philippines. Even, wag na tayong pumunta sa world.
Dito lang sa atin. All right.
Dati, during our time, meron kaming radio tours So we go, we present our songs in the recording studios schedule set for us, diba? We go and promote our songs. Tapos we guest in TV shows to promote our songs. Minsan may ano pa, may Octo Arts dancers pa, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
may
Right.
Viper
After art,
dancers pa. Yay!
may Wea twins pa.
Yeah, diba? May way. Oh my gosh! Hindi ba? Ang saya. Tapos we could guest, unang-una, nakakanta namin yung song buo. Buo. From finish to end. To promote.
Yeah.
Tapos we could go to, minsan in one Sunday, we're promoting the song in 5 TV shows. Kasi after Germ Special, we'll go to Integrity Day, then we'll go to ABN, then we'll go to That's Entertainment, and then we'll go pa to Nora or Vilma or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
At
That's
minsan yung
right.
mga artists nagkakasalisihan kami, well, see you later yung ganito ha, ganyan. Oo, tapos bihis ka lang sa kotse, tapos iba na yung suot mo dun sa next TV show.
Right,
Mga
right.
ganun, diba?
And these are the stories na hindi alam ng public na
Hindi
parang,
na. Tapos we actually get,
diba?
yeah, ang saya. Tapos we actually get to sing the song buo. Lately, pag umuwi ako, nakita ko puro production number. So, hindi nabibigyan for me ng enough attention. Although may mga sumisikat talaga yung magagaling, which is also probably a good thing. But for me, we had more chances.
You had more
We had more
airtime.
chances. We had more time,
Diba?
airtime.
You had more airtime kasi
Yeah.
mas bawas yung production numbers, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
And
But I mean, now I'm glad that they're still finding their way. I mean, I don't know very much, but I know a few bands, and thanks to my millennial fans, they teach me all these new songs that I should sing and these new bands. And in fact, I'm so excited. I'm gonna watch Ben Ben. They're here.
oh
They're
yeah,
here.
yeah.
They're
Yes,
already
yes.
here, and so
Ben and Ben is love. Ben and
yes,
Ben is
sobra, and their songs, and they write. So yun lang siguro ang advantage ngayon. If you're really good, yung umaangat talaga yung mga really good.
Mhm. That's right.
So I'm so excited. Yeah, October 6th, their show here. So I want to watch. But I don't know. For me, just on a personal note, I don't know if other people in my generation feel this way, but I would be very scared to enter showbiz now. Nakakatakot.
It also takes a different kind of kind of person to go into it literally, and yeah, for those who are thinking of doing that, then kudos to you. To everyone.
And finally, because I didn't have any intentions of going into it. I really didn't. Cross my heart. No. Talagang hindi. I finished college because my mom said I had to finish. I finished mass comm, so I did radio.
Yeah.
I finished college and then I joined minstrels for fun. In fact, I had only 2 years to sing. My mom said, pagtapos ng 2 years, tama ka na. Yun ba, diba? Find a job. So, there was no intention there. Not like now, talagang, wow, the kids now. So, as 5-6 years old, I want to be a singer. Tsaka ang gagaling talaga nila.
And
And
alam na kaagad, diba?
They know na that they're gonna
Yeah.
be singers. Oo.
Right.
Ako hindi. Saka mag-asawa lang ako ng mayaman, okay na ako.
That also is a good goal in itself.
Okay, magmadre. Dati gusto ko magmadre. Hindi ako tinanggap.
Kanta kasi ng kanta, gano'n.
Hindi ako talaga tinanggap. Funny.
Good morning as well to you, Drin AG, Juan Miguel Gamocha, of course, our friends. Drin AG says, Yakapin Mo Ko is also one of his moving songs that helped him over a breakup years ago. So,
That
thank you.
is a moving song. That Freddie Santos and Lulia Campo wrote that for my sister when she passed away. So it is really a song of angst and longing, deep longing. And this one for longing for someone that I would never see again. So maybe in a way, ganun din yung naramdaman niya siguro when he broke up with her. that feeling na, hindi na kita makikita ulit, hindi na kita mayayakap ulit, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I felt singing it for my sister.
Chad says, I truly admire Joey's passion for music, the heart of a true artist. So, love you, BFF.
I love you too. Oh,
Raymond Desipeda says hello.
that's
FJ
Father
Miguel.
Raymond. That's one of my mommy's priests. Hi, Father.
Oh, there you are. Socorro Oriel says hello to you. And Corazon Uy saying hello to the both of us. Says, hello, Miss Joey. Nice to see you again. Still fangirling from meeting you last Saturday at Tilford Garden.
Oh,
Remember
that's
me. This
her.
is Jem.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Hi. Oh. Text
Rolando
mo ko,
Aguilar says,
nakipatrick yung number ko. I-text mo ko.
there you go. Rolando Aguilar says, winner in all exclamation points. And then, what else? And Team Joey Girl also says that you did an online Zoom meeting with them before that lasted for 4 hours with members as young as 11 years old and as young as hard as 65 years old.
We're gonna do that again, Team Joey Girl. Promise.
There you go. You asked them about their New Year resolutions and sang Obladi Oblada with them. The meeting made an impact for all of them. Says thank you, Miss Joey. Revive na ba yan?
Basta matuwa sila.
Diba? Ayan. Oh, have a safe flight, Mr. Chad Borja. Says
Ay, uwi na siya.
Have fun.
Safe flight, BFF.
Yan. The Korean name actually has an English name. It's Sharon. Hello, Sharon. It brought connections. Like what Miss Joey says, her songs create bridges to create those who were born in the 80s, like me and the millennials. Yan. Camille says, my number one super favorite singer, Miss Joey.
Camille Tabakla, is that her?
Yes, Camille Bangoy.
Oh, Bangoy, okay.
Yeah. There you go. Neng Angeles, one of our regular listeners, says, hello, Miss Joey Albert.
Hi, Neng.
I'm Neng Angeles from Pasig, one of your loyal fans. I love your sweet voice and impressive singing style that brings cherished moments and mixed emotions. Don't worry, we're always ready to support you and your songs.
Thank you.
Yeah, marami. There's so many people that you've touched, and we know how important music is to you, and probably, and obviously to a lot of our viewers. And some listeners may not know that you are also a kind of person who pays it forward. Like you've raised funds for Gawad Kalinga. This is a foundation that provides housing for Filipinos who are in need of it. I was wondering, in the age of the pandemic, do you still get to do that, or even prior to the pandemic? And I was wondering, what lessons have you gotten from being part of that foundation?
One of the biggest lessons I've learned from being part of Gawad Kalinga is the value of embracing the less fortunate in our lives and the value of helping them. I was very fortunate to have worked side by side with its founder, Tony Meloto. And I asked him, Tony, why? Why is it so important for you to do this as a nation building? And he says, you know what many people don't realize is that if we help the poor, angat tayong lahat.
Yeah.
But if we don't help the poor, nobody's gonna want to come to our country. It's gonna be lalayo, And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, nga. We don't. I'll go back to this 1960s song that says, "No man is an island." Hindi ka angat kung ikaw lang. If you think marami kang pera, angat ka, hindi. Kasi marami kang pera, pero nasa bansa ka na hindi progressive, anhin mo lahat yung pera mo, mag-isa ka lang dyan. Nobody's gonna come to you, nobody's gonna wanna invest in you anyway. So, diba? So, tama yung sinabi ni Tony, and I embraced this holistic outlook, and it's true. Whatever we do, if we help the others, we raise everybody up, including ourselves. That's one big lesson I really learned. And helping others makes you feel good about it. It uplifts your value as a person.
It does.
It
It does.
really
It does.
does. Maybe people don't see it, but you feel it. You feel
Yeah.
it. I don't know. Every time and about the pandemic, we have been Chad and I have been so fortunate to have this online streaming forum, StreamYard specifically, because with the help of Father Raymond, one of my mom's priests. My mom was the founders of the first Filipino founded congregation of Catholic priests in the Philippines.
Oh.
So you must
Oh,
imagine
no.
how many lessons I learned from her.
Yeah. I can imagine. Hindi
Yes.
mo
So
mabilang sa kamay.
yeah, so with that congregation, sila yung bridge. Ayun naman, bridge. Sila yung bridge namin na sa mga may kapinsanan sa Philippines. For instance, if there's a typhoon, mga typhoon victims or whatever, so they'll say, Ate Joey, kailangan namin na, okay, go. So Chad and I, kakanta kami for 6-7 hours. And there was one time talagang naiyak na kaming dalawa after we were both bawling after the show after 7 hours, not because we were tired, but because after 6 hours, yung mga nanonood na nagdo-donate, they raised, and I'll say they, not me, because wala hindi sa amin nanggaling yung pera sa kanila. They, all together, collectively, Filipinos raised 704,000 pesos in 6 hours of Chad and me singing. But, and all of that, at saka ako malakas ang loob ko kasi alam ko yung tatangan ng pera yung mga pari ni Mami. So, alam ko it's dadating doon yung tulong. Right? So, kaya kami naiyak ni Chad. It's this overwhelming power of what you did. Parang, wow. Diba? Parang what
To have been part of that. Yeah, to have been part of something like that.
Diba? What an opportunity. I still speechless pa rin kami every time. Like Chad, over the pandemic, Chad organized Sing Out by the South. And ang siya naman, he wanted to raise money for the displaced musicians kasi nagsara lahat ng clubs. Lalo na sa Cebu and Davao. All the clubs closed down. Wala silang hanap buhay. Zero. So Chad raised money doing shows with me, with everybody, and I think in the course of 2 years, he must have raised, I think, 10-20 million. He just kept going and going and going, and there's power here, and helping others always really enriches you. And
we sometimes forget that.
Yeah.
Yes. Aside from Gawad Kalinga, are there also, let's say, other foundations that you are busy with in Vancouver?
No, not really.
Not really.
There was one foundation. Well, there was one thing that I also where I worked 5 years in ABS-CBN for a TV show called Bahay Kalinga naman. May Kalinga pa rin. I was given naman this opportunity to be the executive producer by Gretchen Ocampo, and we gave free medical attention to the poor, especially the babies. So we had a TV show with Panawagans, and that was also very near and dear to my heart. Now I don't. I use this forum or when I had a band here, we used to do a lot of fundraisers. But no, I don't have an actual foundation. I still continue to raise money for whoever needs it, and for my church. And I ran a daycare.
Oh, yeah.
So
how long was that? I mean, since you moved, you started that, or was it?
No naman. When I moved, I took care of my children muna for 10 years. I was a stay-at-home mom. Hardest job in the world.
I can imagine. Tatlo lang kami sa bahay, but still, we probably were a handful for me and my mom.
Diba?
Yeah.
But you know what? And when I did that, when I moved here and I did that, siyempre wala na akong work. And in the first few years, siyempre hindi naman ako nahahanap ng mga producer dito. So wala na akong show. So I didn't have a lot of money anymore, and also
Mhm.
I didn't want to really work full time. I didn't want to work at all because I wanted to take care of my kids. So my husband lang ang nagtatrabaho. And
Mhm.
naman here in Canada, jobs are simple.
Yeah.
You don't you don't jump into being a bank manager here.
Right, right. You slowly
And
work your way up. Yeah,
yes, the typical
yeah,
life of an immigrant, right?
yeah.
So it's
Um,
very difficult in that sense.
hmm. But speaking of Vancouver, well, mayaman ang bansa. I actually, I was there during the early '90s, and yes, that's why I knew about Capilano Bridge.
Oh,
And
what are you
yeah,
doing here? Why did you
uh,
leave?
I visited no I visited my uncle and my cousins who were there in Vancouver, and I had a good friend who was also there in Vancouver.
Can you
Um,
text me
I
their
actually
names? Baka I know them.
I actually saw you in one of the stores there. I do not remember the store, but I
How
wanted to
dare
say
you not say hello?
I wanted to say hi back in the day, but I was so chicken.
Please don't tell me I was in jogging pants or
I,
sweatshirt.
I, I don't remember. I don't remember. But you know what? Even if I was not able to say hi to you back then, I'm glad that I'm able to do it now, and
Kasi,
and really just thank you for your work. Thank you
kasi
for your music.
alam mo dito what I
Mhm.
really also like about being here is I don't have to
Mm.
dress up. I don't have to,
Ah,
yeah,
yeah,
just
simple
be
lang tao
simple lang
dyan.
dito.
And you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
And my
That,
daycare. Now now they're slowly, because of social media, they're slowly starting to figure me out. But for the
mm.
first 10, 11 years of my running the daycare, nobody knew who I was. I don't tell people, especially the locals. I don't talaga tell them. They like just, it's nice to be liked because
For
they
what you
like,
do.
yeah, because they like lang this girl in front of them, or they don't like you because you were a big star before. It just feels so nice to be liked, not because I was a star before, but because I'm probably nice. And
True,
that's
true.
all.
And and as I said again, once again, your music has provided so much comfort and nurturing for listeners here and abroad, and that really is the power of music. And your music in particular does that and spans a whole range of emotions, and not to mention generational. One generation after another knows your songs. And speaking of songs, you do have a new single out.
I do.
Can you please tell us more about this new song?
Okay, this new song is called Kundi Man Kupas. And I came across it. It was being sung by a choir. And I saw that it was written by Robert Moore, who
Mm-hmm.
who had written one of my favorite original songs.
Yes, Million
Million
Miles
Miles.
Away.
Yes. Ang galing nagbabasa ng CD cover ng
I love reading CD covers.
Di ba? Yung
Di-
mga
di-
laman-laman sa
Oo.
loob.
Yeah,
Oo.
you'll know who did the backup vocals, you know who wrote the music, who
Oo.
wrote the lyrics.
I
So, di
know.
ba?
Diba?
Never underestimate the info that is there sa mga CD liners.
Exactly. Nagbabasa, I can tell. So, I messaged him. I said, Robert, ang ganda-ganda naman ng kanta mo. Has has any solo artist performed? Sabi, no, wala. Sabi ko, pakanta naman. He said, sure, sa'yo na. That really, it was such a beautiful song, and I wanted to do it right. So, he gave me the song in October last year.
Mhm.
I studied November, December. I studied the song for almost 6 months before I took it to the studio. The song has lyrics that this new generation would probably never heard. Hindi na nila narinig. Yung the kind of love that the old Kundiman lyrics brought. And the reason I wanted to bring it back was because I wanted this new generation of music lovers, the younger ones, to know where these new songs nowadays really came from. Because for me, the Kundiman was
Yeah.
the root of all love songs, the source. And they will, and all the love songs now carries the essence of the Kundiman. And that's why Filipino OPM love songs has never changed to the past 4 decades, since I started, and from the Kundiman times. Why? Because the Kundiman lives in each of these songs. And I wanted the young people to know that.
And they will. And they will. When we give them a sample, diba? When we play them a sample,
Yes.
sige, we will do that. YouTube, umayos ka. Huwag mo kaming ano yan.
Father Raymond, magdasal ka dyan. Lakas magdasal yan, no?
Sige, we shall play it.
Sige. Look at the lyrics, huh? I bet even you haven't heard these lyrics in a long time.
Kahit kumupas ang iyong pagmamahal, ikaw pa rin ang lagi kong di narasan. Kahit kung di may limot na lambingan at harana, giliw aawitan ka. Magpapanggap ako makata, ikaw ang aking obra. Kupas na kundi may maaring nawaglit lang, ito may di na pinakikinggan. Di man natapos ang awit kong ito, di lahat na isulat ang laman ng puso ko. Mga bakas ng luha at ngiti, mga pilas ng pagsubok, ang siyang nagbubuo nitong pag-ibig na wagas, sa'yo lamang hanggang wakas. Ito'y kundi mang aking inaalay habang ako'y nabubuhay. Ang alaala ng musika'y walang hanggan, pagkat ito'y laan para sa'yo. Maglaho man ihip ng panahon, sanhi ng kawalan, hanggang ako'y may hininga ay aawitan kita.
And so that's more than a generous sample.
I know, I was like,
I got carried away.
But
carried away.
The words just
capture. It's true.
It's
It's not the kind of lyric that you would hear in a modern OPM love song.
No,
it's and is this the reason why it took you 6 months to learn? Parang ninamnam mo ba before going into the recording?
If you listen to the next half and where the notes go, that's why it took me 6 months.
Okay, yes.
It's a hard song.
It is. It's pretty rangy. It's pretty rangy.
No, it's not just the words, but the thoughts that go into that song. It's magpapanggap akong makata, ikaw ang aking obra. Who says that anymore?
Yeah.
Or kahit kumupas yung pagmamahal, ikaw pa rin ang aking dinat. Where is that martyr life? Where is that surrendering love anymore? Where is it? But that's how love should be.
Yeah.
That's how love should
People
be.
should get reminded. People should get reminded of that.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing, and thank you for recording the song. Now we have something new to play. Yes.
I have even 2 Christmas songs. I'll send it also to you.
Diba? Ay, wait. Speaking of Christos, may comment tayo dito about Kumukuti-Kutita. It's a length.
Where did she go? Where did she go? Hala. Should I sing? Okay, guys. Due to my cats went. There
Ba't
you
nawala?
are.
Ba't ako nawala? Ano ba yun?
Pumunta na nga ako.
Hold on. Okay. Went to the moon and back.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, you love me
where
the moon
is
and
that?
back.
Ayan. Jillian says, we used to sing Kumukuti-Kutita pag nagngangaroling nung bata pa. But now, as a young adult, will it feel like Christmas? Brought so much comfort when I wasn't able to come home for Christmas during the pandemic. That's from Jillian.
So that's the new
So,
song. And I wrote that song because my mom died in 2019.
oh,
And I really didn't know what the next Christmas was. I didn't know if Christmas would ever feel like the Christmas it was always, So I wrote that song.
yeah. So sorry to hear that, but that's how life is. That's how life is.
Happens, right? Life happens.
Yeah, life happens. We lost mom during 2020, the beginning, before the onset of the lockdown. It was not from the pandemic, but it, as I said, it was her time. So the pandemic also helped us to mourn in our own space, and
True.
diba? Yeah.
True.
And
always
songs
find
will help us heal.
songs talaga. Yeah. So what I did, I took a songwriting workshop with Jim Paredes, and I said do something good with my time. And those songs, that and Para May Pasko Din Sila, which is a Christmas song I wrote for the less fortunate people. Those two Christmas songs came out from my songwriting workshop.
There you go. When you go into a song, Miss Joey, which one do you look for? Or let's say when you hear a song, what catches your attention? Music muna or lyrics?
Hard question yan, kasi usually it's how they together. It's how the music carries the lyrics that catches me. Like for instance, like if I was just to hear a new song for the first time, like for instance, okay, let's go Ben and Ben. It was both the melody and lyrics of Leaves that really parang wow, diba? And where the song takes you.
Yeah.
Where it goes up, where the song lifts you. If I find that in a song, then that's the one.
You know that did it for you. Yeah.
That's the one.
Corazon says, Miss Joey, I already posted our pics on IG and tagged you now.
Okay, I'll check it.
She also agrees now with what you said about bridging connections and engaging with people. She says, I really feel your sincerity and warmth when you spare a few minutes of your time talking to us. Such a wonderful feeling. Kaya until now, the positive aura, dala-dala ko pa din because of that chance meeting. Thank you for that unforgettable, happy, kilig feeling that you left with me. Masarap ang pakiramdam.
Corazon, pay it forward.
Yeah, pay
That
it
happy
forward.
feeling, pay it forward.
True.
That's what it's there for. It has to go around.
I agree. Also, do you like these days the releasing of a single? Napakabilis na lang when you just get it out into audiences with just the touch of a button or an app. But
I
you know,
know.
diba? But kids are missing out. Kids these days are missing out the thrill of going to a record store and fumble through rolls of vinyls
I
ng
know,
different
right?
artists, and sometimes as well as CDs. They can browse them either by artist or by category, depending on how they're arranged.
Diba? Ikaw, CD and LP. Kami, 45 pa. Talagang iniisa-isa namin yun.
Oh yeah, right. The 45.
Walang cover
Right.
yung 45. So talagang...
Yeah. Pag hindi cover yung 45 na na parang newsprint, meron din yung plastic na medyo frosted. Para hindi magasgas, 'di ba?
Diba?
Diba?
Oh my God.
And you know what are the price of vinyl back in the day as compared to now?
Magkano na ba
So,
dati?
'di ba? That is like ayun na naman tayo.
100 plus.
Mandate.
Ako, 100 plus yata eh.
100 plus na. Wait.
Mas mura pa ba na?
At one point it was 50.
Really? Yeah.
50 and then tumaas ng 80
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah. You know what?
100.
Yes. You know what? 75, 80. I remember
Yeah,
that.
75 to 80 and then 120.
Ano yung first,
Ganyan.
ano mo? Ano yung first vinyl mo? Sige
First vinyl ko was actually 45. It was given by my sister because they knew that I like Star Wars. So they gave me a
Like
ano,
45 like Star Wars.
for parang disco version pa.
Oh my gosh.
Star Wars theme ng disco version.
I can't remember what's my first one, pero na 45. Pero LP, my first LP was Carpenters.
Oh, yeah, you'll never go wrong with that. You'll never go wrong with that. Ano ba yung first LP ko? One of the first one was, and I still have it to this day, Take One, Martin Rivera.
Wow, OPM. See, alam mo, that was what I loved about OPM in the 80s. If people like you bought our CDs, college, you know what I really miss? College, campus tours. Oh
Yeah,
my
campus tours.
God.
Yes.
I miss campus tours. Mhm. At saka, lalo na pag Pasko, tapos isa pa yan, mamaya magsasalisi kami. Oh, Martin, are you going to, sige, later, I'll see you later in Merino. Mamaya, nakikita-kita kami because it's like everybody gets invited, right? So,
Right. Exactly. Naka-line up na yan. Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
And talagang, it was so nice, just so warm. All the kids just come around and sing the songs with you. So nice. Nakamiss.
Wait, speaking of CDs, I remember also that you are the first ever OPM artist to have a CD. That was the greatest hit CD, di ba?
Good.
And the cover was sort of yellow, di ba?
It was, it's wearing a yellow and white stripe.
Yeah, yellow and white stripe, yes.
My hair was the big hair. Pwede mo mag-message.
Uso ngayon, medyo malago dito sa likod.
Nishata.
Yeah, there you go. Can you tell us how that felt like when you're presented that? Na parang, wow, parang.
Now, that was for me because you have to understand. Remember, I had no intentions of being a celebrity, a star, or whatever I was. No intentions. So when Octo Arts did that for me, let's go back to the word responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right? Yeah.
I felt like I had to carry this honor for the rest of my life and make good these songs, and that's why I continued to work on my craft, because you can't just say, okay, you gave it to me, then fine, and you can just do whatever you like.
Your laurels or something.
Screw up your life, right?
Yeah.
You have to be deserving of something like that. And I don't know if how many people nowadays still realize or know the concept of being deserving. It's big.
Yeah. It is.
Right?
It's not something that you just buy off the shelf and dikit mo dito sa chest mo and say deserve
or kaya binigyan ka ng accolade or title or award, tapos okay, and then you can go screw up your life. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Binigyan ka ng title, binigyan ka ng ganon. You have to be deserving of it. You have to be worthy of it.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? I don't know how many people realize that, especially when they reach a certain level of fame and popularity. It's so important.
They'll probably realize that when they look back, or when they're alone and they give themselves some me time to process what it is that they actually have in their hands. Then hopefully that realization will get.
That will be too late. They have to know now. They have to know now while they're carrying that. Parang nanalo Miss Universe, hindi ka pwedeng magkalat. Biglang nanalo ka Miss Universe, tapos magda-drugs ka. Hindi pwede, di ba?
Yeah.
Dala-dala mo yung coronang yun. Dala-dala mo yun. You have to be worthy of that title. That's what I'm...
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
it's a life if it's a lifetime mantle
Yeah,
that you
except that
wear.
when you're a celebrity, that crown is there for the rest of
Yeah,
your life.
yeah, that's true. That's
Diba?
true. I agree. I agree. And I remember also in the latter part that CD was released by Octo, and I think another record company released a different collection. Pink naman
Dyna.
yung cover. Yeah, as a Dinah, I was gonna say Poly
No,
East.
the pink one was Octo, and then yeah, Dyna released a different color. I think
Yeah,
Octo's only
but
released the
some
timeless.
some of the songs hindi pareho eh. Sayang. That particular yellow CD ng Octo is a collector's item. If you have that, swerte mo. If you're looking for that, just like me, naghahanap pa rin. Yeah, because for one thing, that yellow CD has larger than life.
Everything.
The pink one does not. The pink one
Wala.
has wala. The pink one has 16 songs. The yellow one has 12. May dagdag na kanta in the latter ano, but wala yung
Mhm.
mga iba. There are some songs na hindi pareho. So if you have both, let's be friends. Call me.
Sige nga, if I have extra, I'll send it to you.
Ay, wala. Yay,
Hanto ko
yay. Pupunta ako sa Vancouver, kukunin ko
Halika
dyan.
na. Halika na. Halika na.
Apply
Visit
muna ako
again.
ng visa. Apply muna ako ng visa.
Kaya mo yan.
Diba?
Halika na.
Yeah, we mentioned about CD signings as well back in the
Oh,
day.
yes.
When you see other artists back in the day release CDs of their own, that was really inspiring for sure. But now in this day and age, in this digital age, where do you get inspiration from?
Uh, when I see these young, good bands and singers releasing really nice MTVs, I never had MTVs. Hindi ako inabot masyado ng era of MTVs.
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, oo nga. Parang,
Kasi umalis
May
na ako.
reklamo,
Remember?
reklamo.
Umalis
Yeah,
na
yeah,
ako 1995 eh. Eh, dun pa lang
Yeah.
paano yung MTV.
Paano ang MTV? Yeah, MTV debuted
Professional
in 83. 83
Mm-mm.
nag-debut ang MTV. So parang hindi pa masyado umaabot dito.
Anong 83? Ha?
83 ba? Ang MTV,
Siguro
MTV.
83.
83 ba? Or mali
Well,
inisip ko?
in abroad. Yung ba yung
Yeah,
video,
abroad.
video killed the radio.
Yeah. Video Killer Radio.
Yeah, no, but in the Philippines, yung talagang
Yeah,
lumabas na
sa atin.
everybody started having quality MTVs na. Video killed the radio star. Yeah, that was in the 80s. But
There you go.
abroad, pero sa Philippines, hindi pa medyo na-late tayo sa mga artists na naglalabas ng MTVs. I think that really only started late 80s, early 90s, and then pumutok na talaga in the 90s. Pero paalis na ako nun eh.
Yeah. Sayang.
Yeah, so when I see one now on YouTube, parang sa ginagawa yan. Gusto ko yan.
And some of these you'd be surprised, gawa lang sa bahay. But
Yeah.
they have great equipment. So, ayan tuloy.
No, and they have good ideas.
Yeah, that's another thing.
They have these young
what-
kids, good graphic and artistic ideas.
What kind of music do you listen to these days? Curious.
Here, I like to listen to a lot of bossa nova, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, also my playlists are, my crossover songs from Manila,
Right.
my smooth jazz. I listen to a lot of smooth jazz.
Can we hope for a Joey Albert bossa nova album?
I've always wanted to do that. In fact, my daughter told me, "Mom, just as nobody's gonna buy it. Mom, just do it. Just do a passion project."
Why
And
not?
I want to. I love bossa. I love Sergio Mendes. I love Yvonne Lin. I love all those. I also love standards. I love Burt Bacharach. I love Henry Mancini.
Burt Bacharach is the
I
bomb.
love-
With their
You know the-
songwriting.
When I finally, guys, about 3-4 years ago, I finally figured out why people scream and cry when I sing my songs. I finally figured it out. I mean, I had an idea why.
Mhm.
It was here. I didn't know it here. I couldn't understand it here. A friend of mine, and I've, I've always wanted to watch Johnny Mathis live. Okay.
That's one of
Finally,
my
my
mom's
friend,
favorite too.
exactly right. Finally, my friend Menchie took me about 3, 4, 5 years ago. We drove down to flew to Portland and watched Johnny Mathis. And I swear, lahat ng mga tao, mga puti na yung mga buhok, o kaya kalbo. Kami dalawa yung bata. Umpisa pa lang kasi nung songs, alam ko na yung kanta, so sumisigaw ako. "Ah!" Tapos, yung mga matatanda natatawa, she knows the song, ha. Tapos, pag kinukurot ko si Menchie, ganyan. Sobrang ganda yung kanta. Pero umpisa na yung Chances Are, na na na
Yeah,
na.
yeah.
And I get it. I get it. It's their life coming back to them. I get it. So, naintindihan ko na kung bakit ganun din sila. Kasi dati hindi ko naintindihan. Parang, wow, gusto nila, oh. I
Parang
really think
you finally get to appreciate your own product for what it is and what it has brought, you know,
for
a
the
lot of
heart
people.
of what it is. Yeah.
Yes, for the heart of what it is. I agree.
Yeah. So, yun.
Yeah. Lori Santos says, hindi pa rin nagbabago si Miss Joey A. Tagal ko na siya hindi napapanood. Lagi ko kinakantang iisa pa lamang and points of view.
Oo. Wait, saan mo ako pinapanood? Sa school bukol? Wait lang.
Lori, sumagot ka.
Sorry. Sorry.
Saan daw? Melvina says, 40 pesos daw ang cassette tape. Naalala niya.
Melvina Tio, hi! Old friend ka rin
Yeah.
from the 80s. 40 pesos ang cassette. Correct.
Yeah, 40 pesos. Oh, so Sahara, you're joining us today. Sahara, the American OPM singer. Hi, Sahara. Sahara Mike. Sabi niya galing. The advice daw means a lot to her. So, yeah, we were just talking about, I just mentioned you to Joey before we went on live. So, you're showing us.
Siya, na-telepathize mo.
Probably. Since this is, this new single, I know will beget another new single after. Any project in the works for you for the remainder of 2022 or something we can look forward to 2023?
2022, I have a few shows in the States. I was supposed to do a show with Louie Ocampo, but they have postponed it for next year. So I'm praying to God that matuloy siya, because that would be phenomenal to sing with Louie again, to sing for him again. He's the heart of most of my songs, as everybody knows.
Mhm.
So that would be a wonderful thing if matuloy sana ulit. I have some more compositions that I'll be coming out with, and they will be very different. Don't expect a kundi lukupas. I am completely incapable of writing a song like that. But I'm trying different kinds of compositions, and it's just what I learned from Jim Paredes is, when you write a song, don't worry about the song being commercial or popular. Just write a song because you have a story to tell, or or a feeling to share. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all you need to write a song.
Sabi nga nila, sharing is caring.
Correct. So I have a couple more. I have one called Mr. Musiquero. And then I have a bossa nova one, actually, called Ulan.
Oh. Yes.
And
lista na namin yan. We will list it down. The Joey Albert songs that we need to watch out for in 2022 and 2023. If in case you wanna, as if meron pa silang hindi alam, but just in case they wanna say hi to you and know more about what keeps you busy in a day in Vancouver, where can they get in touch with you? Your social
They can
media?
write me at writedearjoey@gmail.com, and they can write me their stories, and I can read their stories and sing them a song, or on Hello DJ, they can request a song, or my new segment on YouTube channel. I have birthday sing out. So if you want to dedicate a song for somebody's birthday, I can do that too.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, we will put that down on the show notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Joey, the interview may be over, but you know this is a
This is just the beginning.
A beginning, and it's a ripple effect for
This
a
is
lot
just
of
the beginning.
viewers. Yes,
And-
the beginning of more.
And thank you. I have crossed another bridge back
There you
to
are.
Mellow 94. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this. Imagine how many years it's been. But yes, time and opportunity, friends are bridges too. Thank you, Malu, for making this happen. Thank you so much to everyone. It means a lot.
Always welcome. Always welcome, Joey.
Oh,
And
yes.
yeah, the song once again, of course, is Kundi Mang Kupas. You can listen to that on all the streaming platforms. And if
Yes,
digital
and thank
music,
you to Believe Music. Sila naglagay sa lahat
Ah.
ng streaming platforms. I'm
Ayos.
telling that Believe Music.
Okay, thank you, Believe Music. And if digital music is your thing and wala ka nang mahanap na CD, that's fine. That's what streaming is all about these days. I mean, just stream it wherever you are, cooking dinner, driving, or just pampatulog, pwede rin kung gusto mo. But yeah, stream it. And if this is your first time to discover Joey Albert's music, once you've discovered, hindi ka na aalis. Yan ang sasabihin ko sa'yo. Hindi ka na aalis at ayaw mo pang umalis.
No.
Dahil pag umalis ka, aawayin kita. Lagot ka. Tamaan ka ng kidlat.
Yes, thank
Just
you.
kidding.
I will
Well, thank
bewitch
you.
them.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for playing beautiful music. You always say singers heal hearts with it, but you do too. Remember, sometimes for some people you just don't know it, but radio is their one bridge to even just staying alive or wanting to live. That's happened. The music you give sometimes is the one reason they have left to wake up in the morning. So God bless you for what you do, all of you.
Thank you, Miss Joey, and God bless you too for the music that you continue to make and will always be making and have made in the past.
Thank you.
This has been Kaz for On the Spot 947. Till the next edition, we shall be on the lookout for the next artist that we're going to be putting on the spot. And keep it right here on All Hits, Mellow 94.7. Sounds good. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Bye.